Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a little pomp and circumstance before sending you on your way out the big red door. Is something bothering you, Sati?
For one brave soul, the hour of fate is at hand. Yes, a runner has come to test the Red Mile!
The average rate of survival is under 25%. And that's for accomplished soldiers, mercenaries, and hunters alike. Do enjoy your stay. If you want to get their attention and earn their respect, a show of strength is required. Let's hear it, dear. You've run the Red Mile and survived. Show me that you can do it again. You should hurry. Marco might not be on Kodos for long. You have quite the knack for completing the run. I'm eager to find out how long you can keep it up. But the Red Mile is not for the weak and faint of heart. Do you fully understand that by participating in a run, there is risk to life and limb? He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. Impressive! At 29 successful runs, you've managed to exceed the record of the great Donovan Reese. Will we see the champion succeed once again, or finally perish to the challenges ahead? Wager wisely. In fact, I paid top dollar to ensure that you and your crew are better off than most of the other mercenaries in Ecliptic. Keep this up, and you just might give Donovan Reese a run for his money. He currently sits at 28 victories. Only that someone wanted a meeting. Mr. Anderson. Lon. You think I don't understand that? That information isn't for them. Your attention, please! Valued patrons and honored guests. I think they will. Capitulating to a bully only encourages them. And you'd be surprised how often someone is forced to run in order to pay off a debt or some other ill-begotten arrangement. My advice to you? Never rest on your laurels. You could go down in history as the greatest champion in the galaxy. Or have the title snatched from you by another and your name will be lost to time. Red Mile was once a notorious haven for the criminal underworld. Thieves, shipjackers, mercenaries, and smugglers would come here to do business, get drunk, and gamble. Very well. Follow me. Because I want to leave a legacy and be remembered for creating something as unique as it is lucrative. Rest. And I'll be with you shortly. I was hoping they'd curtail their aggression when it came to our staff, but perhaps not. Oh. I'm afraid this is the only thing that I want from you. At least for now. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Well, I can't say I approve of this costume. To each their own. If you feel you cannot in good faith extend his credit further, come and see me. I'll take care of it. And now, at last, Red Mile is truly a must-see destination for any who wish to experience it for themselves. Brave contestants from all corners of the galaxy come here to try their luck in a deadly race to the finish. Those that survive are celebrated as champions. Those that don't are quickly forgotten. Or you can try to convince Lon to put you back together. But he's a much better mechanic than he is a doctor. I hope to see you again someday, runner. Because I see the potential for Red Mile to become one of the most unique and popular travel destinations in the settled systems.
For one brave soul, the hour of fate is once again at hand.
If they disagree, they can take it up with me personally. Those that manage to complete the course win fame and fortune. Those that don't are never heard from again. Just a little introduction we do to get the fans all worked up. The Red Mile is a spectator sport, after all. I'll be with you in a moment. You'll find out soon enough what I mean. Then, you're on your own. Use whatever tools necessary to survive. Run to the beacon and activate it. Then make it back here for your prize. We are going to run out of vicious creatures to populate the course if you keep up your successes at this rate. But don't let that stop you. Tell me everything. Welcome back. Are you ready to face the Red Mile? And do you understand all the risks associated with it? Time for me to keep my promise, runner? Anything else to say? Good. precious! Yes, of course they bet on our runners' lives. We're outside of the colonies and Freestars for a reason. I tolerate your presence here because despite your usual lackadaisical demeanor, you do solid work. That's just the way of things. My dear. The Red Mile is full of bloodthirsty creatures that would stop at nothing to consume you, bones and all. Of course, now that he's retired from running, your record is looking secure. But you never know when another young upstart might try to shatter it. Yet another historical Red Mile run in the books. My record-breaking champion. Oh, you're welcome to try. But I have friends in high places. You wouldn't want me to have to call in a favor, would you? Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible. A pleasure. Oh? Let's rectify that then, shall we? I'm not easily impressed. But you've managed to surprise me. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Sadly, there are no more records for you to beat. But we're always happy to see you here. Of course! Certainly! But first, there's the question of whether or not you are being influenced in any way, or if this is truly what you want. Mr. Anderson. Good. That means you've prepared yourself for what lies ahead. Now, who's excited to see how the rookie contender will fare in today's Red Mile Challenge? Open the door and wish him luck, because he's going to need it! Yes, a runner has returned to challenge the Red Mile! You'll have until our contestant reaches the starting line to finalize your wager. Now, open the door and let the running of the Red Mile commence! To all my distinguished guests joining us here today, I'd like a moment of your attention. It is good to see you again. By now you should know the drill. Are you of sound mind and free will? Well, of course you are. How could you miss hearing about the Settled System's most exciting sporting event? In that case, I hope you brought a friend with you to take you to the nearest Reliant facility. Then it's in all our interests that you make haste. Now the moment you've waited for. Your winnings. I trust we'll see you again. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win riches and the admiration of your fans. I'm sure you can figure out what happens if you fail. Now, Sati, you're choosing only to look at the negative. Here to break Donovan's record, are we? This should be exciting! Now, as for the standard questions before we start, or perhaps it's because, like so many runners who come here to test themselves, I relish a challenge. Whether you're here to gamble, participate, or just watch, the Red Mile has entertainment for everyone. I'll give you the information you need in a moment. But if you're not satisfied with your compensation, I'm sure I can find other members of your outfit eager to take your place. Suffice it to say, I had to call in more than a few favors, but with patience and perseverance, I was able to realize my vision. Very well, then. Step aside and we'll announce your run. After the introduction, you'll want to head down the elevator. Ah, yes. I can see how that would put you in a difficult position. Thinking of having another go at the Red Mile? Repeat runners draw bigger bets. You should ask Donovan how much bets on him were worth before he was forced to retire. His association with the first is troubling, to say the least, and that trouble could find its way here. Apologies, but the Red Mile is currently undergoing some maintenance. Please come back in a little bit and it should be ready to go. That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding. The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Please do. Unprepared runners tend not to last very long on the mile. Filled with courage, this individual will test their mettle against the deadly Red Mile. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Open the doors and let loose our fearless contender. All are welcome at the Red Mile. We don't ask too many questions. Best of luck to you.
Let's go. I've got other patrons to serve.
My. You did not disappoint us in your first run. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life?
Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination?
As before, I'll collect wagers from our patrons who will bet on your survival. Only those who take the greatest risks earn the greatest rewards. We simply provide them with a stage on which to achieve their destiny. Does it look like we have an infirmary here? No, my dear. You are on your own if you are unlucky enough to survive with injuries. Good. I use those resources to build an extensive network of contacts across the settled systems. Fortunately for you, I'm in a generous mood. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival. Well, it's not always pretty or even fair, but sometimes this is how things work. You're in for a treat, then. The Red Mile is the settled system's most exciting sporting event.
This brave contestant has come to run the infamous Red Mile for your entertainment and gambling pleasure.
Red Mile still offers a unique, exciting experience, but our clientele has improved considerably, and we offer a wider range of services. Something got your tongue?
Our champion returns.
It's quite a leap of faith that you're asking me to take. A simple journey through a wilderness occupied by creatures that some call dangerous. You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship.
Without further delay, open the doors and let our challenger begin what could be their final run.
A rather open-ended question, but I'll do my best. I cleaned the place up when I took over. I made it, if not quite a family destination, at least a safer one. Lately, however, you've been conveniently forgetting to properly log all the ships that come in and out of my spaceport. That is true, but Mr. Graziani values his privacy. Ah, a fresh runner! We love rookies around here. No one ever knows how they're going to do out there, so it makes for interesting wagers. I do hope you'll continue to entertain us with your dynamic prowess. Here, you've earned this. How are you, dear?
I eagerly anticipate your next run. But for now, enjoy your prize winnings.
Do you remember when you applied for this job fresh out of school, saying that you wanted to gain more practical, real-world experience? Sir, please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you. And Stalker, you and I are going to talk about this later.
Now, who's excited to see how the rookie contender will fare in today's Red Mile Challenge? Open the door and wish them luck, because they're going to need it. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile.
Very well. You know where to find me if you change your mind.
It's anyone's guess if our esteemed runner can pull off another victory today, so consider the odds when placing your bets.
Welcome back. You clearly understand the dangers of the Red Mile. But before I let you run, I must know if you are under the influence of any substances, of sound mind, or being coerced in any way.
We have a courageous new runner seeking fame and fortune in the Red Mile. For what it's worth, I hope you succeed.
Travel safely, runner. To challenge the mile more than once and live to tell the tale is rare indeed. Yes. Looking to add another victory to your legacy? Same as before. I need to know if you're doing this of your own volition or if any substances are clouding your judgment. I can't in good conscience allow you to run if you tell me that. Perhaps later, when you sober up. Go on.
Once you've done so, return here alive, and your run will be complete.
I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. I know it probably chafes at your sense of fairness, but the reality is that sometimes famous people get special treatment.
Valued patrons and honored guests, your attention, please. I have an exciting announcement.
In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
Do you think this new challenger has what it takes? Choose your wager wisely.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin?
Welcome back again, runner. Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers.
It's for me, and I needn't explain to you why it's important. You have a job. I expect you to do it, or I'll find someone else who can. Things are going smoothly, I trust? That's enough. I think the gentleman understands. Now let's all go back inside, shall we?
Here is your prize.
I hope to see you return again. Need to? No. But it helps me sleep better at night, knowing I'm not sending unwitting participants to their death. That's what every runner says. May fortune smile on you today. If you fancy yourself a Red Mile runner, just speak to me. Why, even people from the most backwoods systems like Seoul have heard of the Red Mile.
I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show.
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival.
Hello! Former winners are always welcome back here.
Good. I'm glad we agree on this. Carry on then. Of course. And if you're thinking of running, just let me know. I'll be glad to sign you up.
Place your bets. Do you think our champion is up to the challenge? Or is this the time they face a gruesome death below?
What is your business with him, exactly? Betting is a huge part of the Red Mile's appeal. How better to make the most exciting sport in the universe more exciting? Most people don't complete the course, so this is a way to give those unfortunate souls a proper send-off while they can still appreciate it.
I wish you good fortune out there.
If it happens again, tell them that on my authority, they're required to pay like everyone else. I give them enough money as it is.
Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
I was fortunate to be born into a wealthy family. Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike, while people up here place bets on how far you'll get.
A successful win demands my appreciation. Please, take your reward. You've certainly earned it.
Not pleasure. Business. I suppose there's no single reason. Let's just say that I feel it's my calling.
It seems our new reigning record holder isn't done impressing us yet.
If the Red Mile were easy, I'd go out of business. Yes, this is not unknown to me. Were it any other patron, I'd insist on firmer measures. Mr. Reese, however, is a special guest and will be treated as such. That's why I hired you and your people. I trust if this pirate crew pays us a visit, you'll handle them.
Well done, runner. Now all you need to do is return alive.
Good. And are you able to confirm that you are of sound mind, not under the influence of any substances, and not under any form of coercion?
Your accomplishments continue to make our guests a lot of credits. At least, those who make the right bets. And I am happy to allow you. But, per usual, I must know if you are fully in command of your mental faculties before I allow you to take on the Red Mile Challenge.
I give you my word, which is something I never do lightly.
Your performance down there was most impressive. I do hope you'll consider competing with us again.
If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
Congratulations! Your record continues to grow. as does your reputation. Our perilous Red Mile attracts the most fearless thrill seekers in the galaxy, competing for your enjoyment.
Well, that is simply unacceptable. Congratulations, runner. Once again, you've succeeded where most have failed.
Attention, everyone! I have something very special to share with you all.
Unfortunately, the beacon tends to attract unwanted attention. Good luck! I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. May your odds be favorable. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? It can be brutes, no question about it. It's partially why I hired them. I do not know if you're joking. But if that is your answer, then I think it would be best if I did not allow you to compete at this time. I already pay you more than a fair wage, stalker. And I pay on time. Every time. Don't keep Marco waiting. Please enjoy your time here at the Red Mile. Fame and fortune await in the Red Mile, if you have what it takes. That's entertainment! It's also business. It takes a lot of credits to keep the lights on and my guards paid. You will not find a more exciting blood sport in all the settled systems. The Red Mile is an exciting and deadly race to the finish for the galaxy's bravest champions. It's no small favor that you're asking. But yes, I can arrange such a meeting. I'm very impressed with your continued victories here. Call on me if you need anything further. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. Yes. Perhaps you should. We get drunkards. And Aurora fiends thinking they're invincible all the time. It almost never ends well for them.
Now, who is excited to see how the rookie contender will fare in today's Red Mile Challenge? Open the door and wish her luck, because she's going to need it!
Ah, a new face. It is rare to see a complete novice complete the course at all, let alone alive, with all their limbs still attached. Indeed you have, and in most impressive fashion. My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar. I have no particular love for Marco, but he is a business associate. So I must protect my reputation. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming.
Congratulations on another successful Red Mile run!
Successful runners like Mr. Reese have earned considerable fame through their achievements.
You've certainly turned the tide. When you started, the odds on your victory were 99 to 1. Now the high stakes rest on whether you will lose. Good luck, runner!